Hello?
May I speak to Gemma, please?
This is she?
Hey, Gemma, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay.
You work in catering, so I'm guessing you're not up early in the morning.
Well, how do you know that I work in catering?
I kind of know a lot more than you think I know about you, Gemma.
Why do you do it like that?
Okay, that's super creepy. And who are those people that are in the background?
That's Brooke.
Why is that weird guy laughing?
That's Jose, the laughing guy. And then there's me. My name is Jubal, and this is Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Yeah.
Why are you guys calling me?
She's like, and that doesn't make it any better.
I'm calling you because you went out on a date with a guy who listens to our show, and he emailed us and asked if we could get you on the phone.
Wow. Okay.
The guy that wanted us to call you today, his name is Lucas.
Oh, God.
And I know you know who Lucas is because you guys work together.
Yes. I'm trying to change jobs.
What? You're trying to change jobs to avoid Lucas?
Yeah.
That is really intense.
Why?
Because it's just a little too awkward for me.
All right, well, what is so awkward? I mean, he told us a little bit about your date. He told us that you guys went out one night after work and went back to his place to eat, and you drank a little bit. He told us that you guys started making out at a certain point.
He's telling you that we made out? Why is he telling people about our date so explicitly?
He didn't.
Well, he didn't give us any, crazy details. He just said that you guys were making out. At a certain point, you stopped and said that you wanted to go, and then you left and haven't talked to him since.
I will say he was completely respectful of you, and he was so excited. I mean, it sounds like he's had a crush on you for months and months and was so looking forward to this night.
Well, I was so uncomfortable. I don't know. Yes, he was obviously very excited and very inexperienced.
Excited and inexperienced.
Wait, that's a different word.
Was he a bad kisser, or I'm kind of scared to ask you what you mean by he was so excited.
It's actually just everything. Everything possible just seemed like he's never been with a woman before, ever in his life. The date started with me going at his door, and he shook my hand when he saw me. I've known this guy for 8 months, and he shook my hand.
Oh, come on.
And I was like, okay, maybe he's being a little bit charming. Maybe he's trying to be sweet. Yeah. I'll let it fly. And then we walked in, and he had already opened wine that he was totally open about it. He was like, yeah, I got it from the catering gig. I mean, so he essentially stole wine, but it was already open from being poured at the catering event that we were just at.
Okay. So he's cutting corners on your date.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this was a first date, and he wanted to impress me, and he impressed me by opened, aired out, used wine.
But you still made out with him.
Well, because I thought, okay, well, maybe he's being really sweet and charming. Maybe he's really nervous. But then he started to ask me permission to do everything. And when I say everything, I mean he was like, is it okay if I sit next to you? Yes. Is it okay if I touch your hand like this? Can I just put my hand on your hand?
Weird.
Oh, that's weird.
I mean, everything. So imagine, can I kiss you right now? Can I kiss you with tongue right now? Is that okay?
That's so awkward.
And I was
All right,
like, no. So awkward.
I've heard people do the "can I kiss you" thing, and I know some girls have a split reaction to that. Some girls are like, just go for it. Some girls are like, I like it when they ask. Did he really ask you, can I kiss you with tongue?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Can I use my tongue?
Did you just...
Can I use my tongue?
Was that the final question that made you stop saying yes?
The final question, which was the total, I mean, it should have been, can I kiss you with tongue? But it was, can I grab your boobs?
Okay.
Quote unquote, grab your boobs.
Can I grab your boobs? Not like, ooh, let me see them, but nothing like cool, dirty. It was like, can I grab your boobs? Grab your boobs.
Wait a minute.
And then I just had to dip out. I mean, it was so terrible.
I can understand how that would be awkward to ask everything.
The most.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Okay, I just need your permission. Is it okay if I let you know that
Don't even.
Is it okay if I let you know that he's on the other line listening right now and wants to talk to you?
Are you me right now?
No, I'm not. Lucas?
Gemma,
Oh my God.
I didn't ask you permission to do every single little thing. I mean, you're going a little overboard here.
Really?
Yeah. Listen, you don't just want to dive in. You know, I want to make sure that you're okay with things.
No, Lucas. If you were to ask me one time, can I kiss you right now? That can be still sexy, but it's not sexy when you ask about everything. I mean, you were asking about sitting next to me, holding my hand, topics of conversation.
I was trying to take it slow. I didn't want to like put you off or make you feel uncomfortable or anything.
Look, if there's anything that we get from this really inappropriate and awkward phone call right now on a radio show, it's that you should never ever do that again.
Well, how do I know if it's okay to touch your boob if I don't ask you?
Oh, sweet.
I can't even believe you're asking me that question. No man has to ask that question.
You guys, stop dogging on Lucas so much. He's trying to be respectful of you, Gemma. You know?
Thank you,
Stop
Brooke.
trying. I get that he's trying to be respectful, but at a certain point, he needs to pick up on the cue that it's just not working.
Yeah.
Hey, if I remember correctly from that night, you were saying yes to a lot of things.
Good point.
I only said yes because I had already consumed nearly that entire bottle of the open aired out wine that you stole from the catering company, and I was too lit.
Oh, and that's a responsible way to behave on a first date?
I'm not saying that I was trying to be responsible. That's not my problem. I'm not the one calling into a radio show.
Gemma, he
You could have at least returned my calls.
No, it would have been too awkward. I wasn't prepared to talk to you.
Oh,
Gemma,
no.
he liked you for 8 months. You're telling me that entire time that you guys worked together, you didn't have any feelings towards him.
Thank you.
And you have a
Thank
wonderful
you.
personality. You're sweet, but as soon as you were alone with me, it was like the worst date I've ever been on.
Oh, man.
That is harsh, man. He didn't do anything wrong. He was just awkward, for God's sake.
She's honest.
But imagine like a woman's spark is lit by somebody being manly. At least that's how mine is. And as soon as somebody starts acting like a 12-year-old, I can't do it.
Can I do
Well, you
this?
know what
Can
you
do
like, I
that?
guess.
Wow. I wish I'd never grabbed your boob on that date.
I wish you had just asked it. I wish you had just grabbed it.
Yeah, well, I think we have a little different memory of that night because you were pretty turned on when I was doing it.
Oh, maybe the wine kicked in.
I think we definitely have a different memory of that night.
Well, Gemma, I would like to ask you a question.
Oh, God.
Gemma, is it okay if I ask you if you go out on a second date with Lucas because we will pay for it?
You know what? No, I got to say no. I'm so sorry. You know, Lucas, I wish you all of the best. I really, really do. I think you're very sweet. My recommendation for you is that you never, just do not ask questions like that again. Just go ahead and go for it. Find that self-confidence within yourself and move forward.
Oh my God, it's like
You sound like a motivational speaker. It's awesome.
Listen, there are plenty of girls who want me, all right? I don't need you. I don't need anything like that. So,
Yep.
I hope, have a great one.
You're right, Lucas. There are plenty of girls out there who want you. Just ask them.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Deanna, please?
this is Deanna.
Hey, Deanna, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Brooke and Jubal.
In the morning. Brooke and Jubal's the first name, last name in the morning.
Don't listen to him. dude.
What are you calling me about? What's happening?
It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show. And we got an email about you from one of our listeners.
About me?
Yeah. His name is Mike, and you guys went out on a date the other night.
Oh. Why did he email you guys?
That was a tone
Well-
change.
Because we do a segment on our show called The Second Date Update. So Mike had a really great time. He says he thought you had a good time too, but now you're not calling him back. So
Well, that's interesting.
that's interesting. You don't think that he had a good time?
You could say that, yeah.
His description of the date is like picture perfect almost. Like you guys were laughing, you're high-fiving, you gave hugs.
Oh, that's true. I thought we had a really good time. I had fun, but apparently he didn't have, good enough time.
Why do you say that?
I mean, how much do you guys know?
Well, we know that you guys went to a bar and then played a game where you would guess people's occupations and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Then went and talked to people and found out if you were right.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all he told us.
Was it the poor joke? He told us about the poor joke, how he tried
Oh,
to
gosh.
make fun of somebody and it didn't really work very well.
No. The whole thing was us judging people. That was fine.
Okay, so you're into that. All right.
Yeah, I mean, I was even joking about somebody saying that they were probably a professional, like, hamburger eater or something. Like they were. I mean, we were just joking. It was all in good fun. It was fine.
Okay, so if that didn't bother you, then why don't you think he had a good time?
Okay, so did he tell you, like, we made some friends?
He told us that you guys talk to a lot of people, yeah.
Yeah. There was this one group in particular that like we kind of ended the evening with. We were sitting at the table and like, having drinks and having laughs and like we got along really well.
Okay. All that sounds good. Like you haven't told me anything that sounds bad yet.
So the point is, I had to work in the morning. He had to work in the morning. So it was time to go. We give each other a hug. We say, had a great time, like to see each other again.
And at this point, you think that you guys are going to go out again?
I thought so, yeah. So we say goodbye. And I get home, and one of the girls from the table sent me a friend request on Facebook. So, I accepted her friend request. And, like, I had not been home that long. And she sent me a message on Facebook saying that she's like, I don't know if you know, but this guy that you were in with is back at the bar. Oh. And he was like, she told me, she's there like in real time, like telling me like what's going on with this guy, that he's like at the bar, like flirting with other girls. When he told me he was going to go home.
So
he
didn't go home.
Yeah, but in the same vein, you guys, I mean, it's one date. It's not like you're in a relationship. He has no reason to be...
But I'm just saying it's kind of weird for him to say goodbye to me and go back into the bar where we just had a date and he's hitting on other girls.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I could see that.
I'm still on the fence. Is that weird?
I would say that's weird. Like, he said he was going home. He lied. Obviously, he's not that into me. And I'm just not into that.
Okay, well, he said that he was into you.
Well, it seems otherwise.
Okay, well, maybe you want to ask him because he's actually on the other line listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you.
Are you serious?
Yep. Mike, are you there or have you called another radio show already?
No, come on, guys. Yeah, I'm here. Hi, Deanna.
Hi, Mike.
Look, there's a completely reasonable explanation to all of this.
Okay.
I came with a jacket, and when we walked out of the bar, I left it in there. So I went back in to get my jacket.
Okay.
So you're saying you forgot your jacket and then you accidentally started flirting with other women?
No. I'm saying that I don't get to, like, have a lot of nights where I get to, like, socialize. I don't go out a lot. And so when I went back in to get the jacket, I went back to the table that we had been hanging out with, and I just, like, stayed and I hung out with them, and I had a good time. I wasn't hitting on other girls.
Oh.
Really? So why would this girl tell me that you were?
I have absolutely no idea. I wasn't even talking to her. I was talking to, like, the other guys at the table more than her. She has no reason to send you that. Like, that's way out of line.
So you're just telling me that she just made it up? That she just decided to tell me, just make up that you were flirting with other women? Why? What would she do that for? Why would she tell me that?
Look, yes, were there other women at the bar that I spoke to? Yeah. Was I hitting on them? No, like, not at all. I
hear you. It just seems different than what I heard, and it just felt really crappy, you know? Like, I had a good time with you.
Okay, if you're asking me if I am banging anyone that we met...
Wait, that's the word that you jumped to?
Mike!
I think she said flirting.
Yeah. Jesus. You went from 0 to 100.
Well, I just thought, like, let's put all our cards on the table, you know?
Yeah, put it out there,
wow,
Mike.
You did. You put them all out there.
Yes, dude.
Yeah, Mike, I didn't say you were banging other people. I
mean, I just got, it's like, I feel like I'm being accused here.
Yeah, but she said flirting, Mike.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Well, call a spade a spade. Like, I know, I don't know. I had a good time.
This is such an intense conversation after a first date.
Yeah.
Like, Mike sounds like a sketch ball, and
I don't know about a sketch ball. Like, that's a little bit harsh.
No, I agree, but like both of you sound a little crazy on the phone right now to me.
It's not my fault. I was brought into this on the radio.
Yeah.
I was happy to just leave it alone, you know?
That's true. I'll give you that.
Look, Deanna, I like you. I had a good time, and I obviously wouldn't be calling this radio station to get in touch with you if I was banging somebody else.
Mike, stop it. We get it, Mike.
Uh-huh.
Deanna, would you like to go on a second date with Mike? We will pay for it. Assure you he's not banging anybody else at that bar.
Please, Deanna, please go out with me again. Like, I swear on my life, on my brother's life, on my mother's life, on my grandmother's life, that I was only going back into that bar to get my jacket.
Wow. You hear that,
Wow.
Deanna? People will die if Mike's lying. So would you go out with him one more time?
I mean, I don't want to hurt his mom. Okay. Yes.
All right.
Yay!
So that's a yes. So you'll go on a second date with Mike.
Sure. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Sure, yes.
Oh, Deanna, that's amazing.
Okay.
Thank you. I promise you will not regret it. We'll have a great, great time.
Okay. But keep the banging talk to a minimum.
Awesome.
Hello?
Is this Brittany?
Yes?
Hi, Brittany. How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Are you serious?
I am serious.
Oh my God. Okay. Hi.
Hi, what's going on?
Hi, Brittany.
Not much. What are you all doing?
We're just hanging out, figured we'd give you a call and check in and see how your day's going.
Okay. Why are you calling me?
It's a great question.
Well, I want to talk to you about something for a second. It's something you might not even remember.
Okay.
It happened back when you were in high school.
Oh gosh. Is this for real or is this a prank?
No, this is not a prank. This is for real.
Okay, this is a little different, but okay.
So there was a dude named Trevor that you went to high school with. Do you remember a guy named Trevor?
Trevor. In my class?
Yeah, let me see if I can jog your memory a little bit, okay? So you guys went to high school together. I guess he was in one of your classes. And one day you guys studied together.
Okay. That still could be a lot of people.
Well, I'm thinking you might remember studying with this guy. He was a freshman and you were a sophomore.
Okay.
And I guess you guys had geometry together.
Okay.
And one day after school, you went over to his house to study.
Okay.
Okay, nothing yet?
There.
Remembering Trevor?
No, not really.
Okay. Well, the only other way that I think I could get you to remember him is he tried to impress you with a veggie tray.
Oh my gosh.
Got it just
So you
rang a bell.
remember the veggie tray?
I do remember that.
Oh.
That was the karate guy.
The karate veggie tray guy, yeah. So, and Trevor actually emailed us
God.
because he wanted us to get a hold of you because he had a
way.
huge crush on you in high school, and I guess still
Aw.
kind of has a crush on you and saw you on Facebook the other day and wanted to see if you'd go out with him.
Yeah.
Oh my God, are you for real?
I am 100% serious, yeah.
He told us the whole story about how you asked him to
Oh my
study, and it
God.
was like, seriously, the most memorable moment of all of his high school career.
Oh God. Oh my God, that's so weird.
Were you interested in Trevor in high school, or was that just a study session for you?
I just needed to pass geometry, and he was the smart guy. There's no doubt. He was a smart kid.
Was it obvious that he liked you, though?
I don't know. I mean, he was younger, so you know how it is. Like the younger guys, look up to the older girls.
Right. And as a sophomore, you don't want to date a freshman. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean, this whole thing was so long ago. I kind of remember that afternoon. It would be hard to forget with the veggie tray, but it didn't get totally weird until the next day when his mom called me.
Wait.
His mom called you?
Yeah. Oh my God. I've never told anybody about this. Yes. His mom called me and she told me that Trevor had been really, really upset and crying in his
Oh,
room
man.
Oh, my gosh.
and was just all devastated. And she wanted me to make sure that I knew that he was a really good kid
Aw.
and that the veggie tray was her idea.
Oh, my gosh.
So she actually called you to let you know the veggie tray thing was hers.
Yes. She
She's like,
said she
"Listen,
was just trying to help her son on his first date.
Oh, my
And-
God. I am mortified for him.
Oh my God, I was dying because I'm like, this was not a date. And I'm trying to explain to her, it's like, I need help with geometry. That's it. That's all.
So you're like, we were actually just studying. That's all I wanted to go over there and do was study.
Yeah, oh gosh, it was crazy. And she went on and on about how all he wanted to do was kiss me, and she was trying to help him, but she didn't know how it worked these days. And so, she was all so apologetic about the vegetables. I'm like, it wasn't about the vegetables.
Were you just stunned on
God.
the other end of the
my
phone?
God.
I wouldn't even know what to say.
I'm embarrassed.
As a kid, it's so nerve-wracking, when an adult to call you in the first place.
Yeah.
Right.
But the end of the conversation, she was trying so hard. I mean, I guess it was kind of sweet that she offered to drive us to the movies if we wanted to have a date. And I was just like, no, thank you. Goodbye.
Oh my gosh, you could have destroyed him in high school sharing that story.
No, but I didn't have the heart to do that because, you know, it's so tough anyway. And I remember that's why I didn't talk about it. I didn't tell him about it.
That is nice of you. That's really nice of you not to put him on blast for his whole high school. I wonder if he knows, because he didn't mention to us about his mom calling you when we talked to him.
I hope for his sake he doesn't know. He doesn't need to know.
What if his mom told him?
If he didn't know before, he knows now, because he's on the other line listening to this conversation.
No.
Yes. Yep. Trevor, what's up?
Oh, my God.
Trevor, you there?
Oh, my God. I'm so sorry. I'm mortified.
I can't believe any of this is happening.
I can't believe it either. My mom's horrible.
No, she loves you.
Yeah. You got to give her that. Did you know your mom had done that, Trevor?
No, not at all. We had never talked about it.
Oh, man.
She came home and she asked me how it went. And I'm sure I probably just went to my room or something. I don't know. I don't even really remember crying. But wow.
Sure.
Wait, Trevor, you were such a nice guy, and it was so nice of you to be willing to help me with geometry. But yeah, that was a crazy day.
Well, you're still very sweet if you're able to say all that. So, I hope maybe if you want to, we can, go on a second date. Another first date.
Yeah.
That's
better,
Brittany.
Trevor. That's better.
A better first date. I promise there will be no vegetables and there will be no mothers.
All meat date.
It's been a long time since you guys have seen each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I gotta say, I'm a lot different than what I was in high school. I don't do karate. I don't wear my outfits to school anymore. I mean, I actually play the mandolin now. And, yeah, so I'm a lot cooler than I used to be.
That's nice. He put down the veggie tray and picked up an instrument.
Yeah.
I don't even know exactly what a mandolin is.
Well, you can find out. Brittany, would you like to go on a first/second date with Trevor 10 years later? We will pay for it.
I can't believe he even remembers me. It would be fun to catch up. What about lunch or something like that? I think that could be kind of fun.
Okay, no pressure.
Lunch? Of course I'm going to have lunch with you. That would be fantastic.
All right. Well, awesome. Congratulations, Trevor.
Wow.
I don't know if we can call this a date yet, but at least you get to go out with Brittany.
It's a catch-up.
It's a catch-up.
It's ketchup.
That's awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Yes.
This is really fun. This has been a great day.
You have to call your mother and chew her out for that whole incident.
Tell her I said hi.